My good friend Ahmed Usman joined my one-to-one mentor program. He joined from Abu Dhabi, and what a success journey we had. Late night calls, early morning discussions, and finally, yesterday from Abu Dhabi, he cleared PMP. His success journey is a journey of determination. His success journey is a journey of showing that if you set a mind, you put hard work, no matter how many obstacles you have in your life, if you keep moving forward, if you take one step ahead, if you look, okay, this has done, let's do the next thing, you will be able to do that. I don't want to go into detail of the journey. He will share himself. Please, Ahmed, congratulations on becoming PMP and share your success journey.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Amer. I would personally like to thank you a lot because I feel that without you, my journey and my success would not be possible. There are many reasons behind them. Like I joined your session, so I was just surfing around internet and saw one of your video. The reason I joined you, uh, you had a great energy in your videos, right? And I was just going through your video, and suddenly you said like. You will do PMP in 1.5 months, 1 month maximum. So I a few years back I had a training for PMP, but then I had to travel somewhere else because of work, so I didn't complete. So I was just wondering how is it possible that you can complete it in 1.5 month. So and then you said like if you're not satisfied or like if you're not able to do it, it's a money back guarantee. I said what? So there are a lot of scams these days, and if you are on LinkedIn, a lot of people they try to connect with you, and they try to offer you a lot of training courses, and then a lot of scams are going on. I thought, no man, uh, how it how is it gonna be this easy? I have personally seen the book and the material I have. Oh, I have taken the classes also, but I said, "No, how is it possible?" Then I started surfing your LinkedIn page, and I saw a lot of success journey videos. A lot of people were like getting certified, and then I started to dig deeper. So my background is from quality assurance. I always go into details. That's what I'm basically built in. So I saw a lot of people appraising about your stuff, and then I realized over the past 2 3 years I've been learning most of the time through e-videos, like automation tools I'm learning and all that stuff. I prefer to take an online training which is easy for you, and it's easy to manage as per your time and schedule, and you learn in a structured way. So that was the main reason. Then I started looking at your videos. Then I connected him. So he replied to me, "Yes, you want to start?" I said, "Yeah, of course, I want to start." So then he started. He was so confident that I'll be able to do it in less time. So I was not even that confident at that time. So, but anyways, thanks a lot. And yeah, it's been a tough journey.
Now you are
I would like to,
confident. Now you are
yeah,
confident that I was right.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
totally, I totally second what you said, and that's why I post a lot of content because yes, there are some things that shouldn't be in the world, but this is how the life is. Some things are good, some things are bad, some things needs improvement. So finally, I'm happy that you did it. Have I asked you to read any book in the entire program?
No, actually, your video contents. I would like to put some details on that. Your video content is so sufficient, and your mentoring classes, they are so sufficient that you don't need to basically read a book. Reading a book is a good thing. If you adopt anything like reading, that's the best thing to do. But our busy schedules, and we don't have much time to go to the lengthy book. And then the main problem with reading books is like sometimes you don't you know uh, maintain all the knowledge which you read. So your videos had two sets. Like one is the lengthy ones, which basically include all the details in very very structured way about all concepts which are required in PMP, and the other ones are journey videos which are very short. So whenever you are done with your videos, then you can watch the shorter videos so that you can revise everything quickly and then move on to the next step.
Move on to the next step. Okay, yeah. So let's talk about one of the most important day at night before the exam. I called you and I gave you some instructions. Can you share those instructions and can you share that how effective or important those instructions were?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks. So you precisely told me that you have done all the work, you have followed all the journeys, like you have completed watching all the videos, you have made all the mind maps, and then you have done all the mocks, right? And you have done the root cause of your wrong questions, which you were doing during the process. In the exam, you need to make sure that you need to do the time management.
Mhm,
So you explicitly mentioned me that it's going to be a long exam and it's going to hit you hard when you will start, right? The questions will be tough and you will feel that you're not able to do that, but you have to make sure that you complete your exam in a structured way, and you don't exceed every section beyond the time of like per section. So you told me like first section you should complete when the timer will go in the reverse order. When you see 150 minutes are left, you should complete your section and take a break, go out, and it's a 10-minute break. Just get yourself refresh yourself and then come back to the next section. And similarly for the last section, just make sure that you have 70 minutes or 75 minutes for the last section. And make sure that you go through all questions. Be slow, as you always mentioned. Use the right elimination methods, and then you complete the whole exam. And specifically you also mentioned that don't spend a lot of time on one question if you're not able to answer that. To make sure that you complete the whole process. So I did the same thing. There were some questions which were really, really, really lengthy. I can say very tough scenarios. So I didn't spend much time on them. I just moved on and I make sure what you were telling me. I followed the script.
you follow the script. So how was the exam actually? When I said that that exam would be challenging, and I want to make sure here. Yesterday, three students cleared the exam. Was the exam challenging?
Yeah, I would say that it was not an easy exam. Like first of all, you need to basically practice a lot. You need to learn a lot of things, and then you need to make sure that you apply those concepts like server leadership, all other different conflict resolution techniques which we will learn during the PMP course. You have to make sure that you know those concepts. Not only know them, you know the exact way how to answer them. So yeah, so it was a difficult exam. I would say uh, you have to get yourself prepared, and also you have to organize your time. That's what I would say.
That you would say. Okay. Which area of the exam was most highlighted? This is going to be interesting answer. Which was more highlighted?
Yeah, I somehow felt that my background was from quality assurance, and I don't know, maybe they have applied some AI, into the exam questions to, bring more quality related questions. So there were a lot of questions asking about what would you do if there is some defects, or there would be some additional cost on the project due to some failures. Procurement was there, and yeah, agile questions were there, but they were not straightforward. They were not asking like, what is the role of this guy, what is the role of that guy. So there were scenarios where they were basically asking how would you perform, and not only they were asking like how would you act as a project manager. They were also asking questions like, in this scenario, how would a product owner will behave, how would a team member should behave. It was like this kind of thing which I noticed yesterday. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any formula question?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, there were two in the whole exam, but as you mentioned, like they were not super complex. But one of the question was there, like asking to calculate the two performance index. Uh, yeah, there were two questions, not more than that. But the concepts were there, like if the CPI is less than zero and greater than
So
zero
no
and greater
formula
than.
question, but you need to understand the context of the exam,
Yes,
how,
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes, exactly.
that is something like we need to look into that how this thing work. Okay. So yeah, that's an important thing. Okay, let's focus into that. What will be your advice to the future people who are gonna give PMP exam, how they can prepare for the exam?
I would say just follow your instructions, follow your videos, complete your mind maps. Whenever you watch any video, the lengthy video, when you're starting anything, just watch that concept, and then make sure that you create a mind map out of it, so that you retain the information which you get through the videos. And then one by one you complete all your topics, and make sure that once you complete each topic, the quizzes for each topic you complete them, and make sure that whatever questions were not correct, you make sure that you do a proper root cause for those questions and try to learn what mistake you did out of there, so that you can improve yourself going on. Once you're done with that, do attend his all mentoring classes, where he one of the best class I would like to mention is the one in which you divided all the people in like uh, in
Breakout room.
five six. Yeah.
Breakout.
So
Mm.
you asked us to basically you asked each group to create a mind map for the whole PMP process, right? So each team basically develops a mind map. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the end of 1 hour, without looking into your reference notes, so that's the test of your memory, knowledge, and whatever you have
Yeah,
gained throughout.
the mind map exercise, which I later on also make it public, the people to have a look at that.
That was the best one,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah, what happens in that exercise is like each team completes that 1 hour journey of completing the maps,
Mm,
and then every team is explaining their part, like they're explaining their mind maps. So
mm,
in like 2 hours you get a complete flow of PMP,
mm,
and you actually know where actually you are standing.
mm,
So if you need to improve something, you can always improve by looking at other teams mind maps, and you can complete it's a very healthy exercise. And then just the mocks, the lengthy mocks, make sure you do that before you appear in exam.
I still remember when after 180 question, I asked you to do 60 question and you gave me the number of the question. Hey, these many questions I have done. What is happening here? And I was like, okay, okay, we are getting there. We are getting there because it's the most important thing. It's the most important thing is that when you go for the exam, you clear for it. Sometime I have to be hard. Sometime I have to be patient. But my goal is only one, that you become certified project management professional. So that is the goal that I completed, and I am extremely happy that you did that. Okay. So yeah, tell me your one piece advice that you will give to the people who are preparing for the PMP exam. Currently, who are my students? I give you a kind of a number that almost how many students I have right now. So what would be your advice to them?
Well, I would like to say that just follow what Amir is saying, and just follow whatever he says. And then there would be days like you will feel that I'm not going in the right direction, but you have to be, consistent. You have to make sure that every day you study something, and then every day you try to improve yourself. And there will be time when you will be, getting good results. So it's not a straightforward kind of a thing, and you will not be getting 90% marks or 80% marks in your exams and all those things. Sometimes you will feel that, yeah, I studied a lot, but the results are not there. So what's the reason behind it? So this is these are like best practices and guidelines from a lot of people, and like theories are there. So you cannot be 100% in everything, right? So the best thing in this journey is like be consistent, don't give up, and make sure that every day you improve, and learn from the mistakes you did in the exam of while doing the mocks. So yeah, that's the thing I would say. So
Thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. and looking forward to facilitate you further in the next certification. This is just a start to get back you the track, something you left for a long time, and I made sure that my promise finally get fulfilled. With that, thank you, Ahmad. It has been an honor. Looking forward to watch Mission Impossible with you when you visit to Dubai. Thank you. Thank